Ao longo do seu governo, o senhor indicou 6 dos 10 ministros hoje em atuação no Supremo, e há um certo sentimento entre alguns juristas de esquerda que esse Supremo Tribunal, essa parte do Supremo Tribunal indicada pelo senhor, não é tão de esquerda assim, talvez até por questões religiosas de muitos desses ministros que são praticantes. Esse Supremo é de fato a cara esses indicados pelo Supremo são os ministros dos seus sonhos, quer dizer, são a cara do governo Lula, ou no fundo eles são uma composição de fatores políticos e de pressões políticas que levariam a criar esse Supremo? E uma última pergunta seria, o novo ministro a ser indicado, será que ele tem uma cara diferente, né, mais favorável aí a questões como aborto, direitos dos homossexuais, que estariam menos relacionados aí, menos ligados, digamos assim, às posições da Igreja Católica?
We had a whole plan that sold abortions, and it was called sex education. Break down their natural modesty, separate them from their parents and their values, and become the sex expert in their life so they turn to us when we would give them a low-dose birth control pill they would get pregnant on, or a defective condom. Our goal was 3 to 5 abortions from every girl between the ages of 13 and 18.
Multitudes of people that have been hurt by abortion. It's just unfathomable. That abortion is really, to me, the ultimate exploitation of women.
It is so shameful and secretive that many women don't tell anybody that they've had an abortion.
They won't say anything for 20, 30, 40, 55 years. They're so traumatized. Silence.
U.S. Senate report states, physicians, biologists, and other scientists agree that conception marks the beginning of the life of a human being, a being that is alive and is a member of the human species. There is an overwhelming agreement on this point in countless medical, biological, and scientific writings.
Planned Parenthood is expanding now. They're building gigantic abortion clinics in anticipation of socialized medicine.
There's a lot of money involved. We never would take personal checks. We always encouraged the ladies to bring cash.
Why is that?
So, you don't have to report cash, friend.
When you're fighting for your life, you need to know what you're fighting for. And if what you're fighting for is life, how do you destroy a life in an effort to fight that fight? I'm fighting so hard to save myself that I'll kill someone else to get that.
I recognized I'd been involved in the death of 35,000 babies.
And the truth has really come out about what abortion does to women, let alone the unborn baby, or dead babies. It will be over.
Nearly 40 years have passed since the tragedy of Roe versus Wade was decided by the United States Supreme Court. Since then, 50 million children have lost their chances. That is a catastrophic number. That's twice the population of this entire state. It's pretty hard to imagine people of good conscience sitting idly by through this. And in Texas, we haven't. We have actively worked against that Roe versus Wade decision. We've taken great strides in protecting the unborn. Over the past 10 years, we've passed laws requiring both parental notification and parental consent, ensuring parents are involved in the most serious moment, in that most critical decision of a young daughter's abortion. We passed the Women's Right to Know Act, ensuring women know all the facts before one makes the biggest mistake of their life. We funded, we promoted alternatives to abortion, providing counseling for women on other options, choices that won't stop the beating heart of the child they carry. I want to thank the folks here who have worked so hard to connect these women with families desperate for a child of their own. You're providing that, or I should say you're proving that there is no such thing as an unwanted child. We're also providing funding for adult, not embryonic cell research and treatments. You see, in Texas, we're proving that we can conduct top-flight medical research without compromising the values that makes our nation great. I wish I could say that we were nearing the end of that struggle, but I think we all know better. Everyone here knows the challenges ahead of us are significant. The Supreme Court is likely headed in the wrong direction at this moment. And even in Texas, where the unborn are more protected than most places, more than 81,000 unborn children are lost to abortion every year. That's a staggering statistic, and it's simply unacceptable. The beginning of this legislative session represents hope. Hope that we can continue our work to improve our laws and save lives. And today I am pleased to announce I'm designating the sonogram bill an emergency item for the 87th. Representative Morrison. A woman seeking seeking an abortion must be given a sonogram, ensuring that she understands the full impact of her decision, a decision that can scar her physically and otherwise for the rest of her life. When you consider the magnitude of that decision, ensuring someone understands what's truly at stake seems to be a small step, in my opinion. Those of us here that know when someone has all the information, the right choice will be made, the choice of life. See, the emergency legislation allows the legislature to take fast action on this important bill because we know when it comes to saving lives, minutes count, days count. In the days and weeks and months to come, more legislation is going to be introduced in this building behind me. Bills that are going to be used to close loopholes in existing laws, and bills that add further protection for children in the state of Texas. And I doubt anyone in this audience is going to be real shy about sharing your opinion with what's going on in that building, are you? I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to continue voicing your opinions. I urge you to keep standing up for those who can't stand up for themselves. I urge you to be a force of effective change here at the Capitol, back home, wherever you're from. The changes that you make possible are real. Because the changes that you're doing, you're talking about, you're involved with, are saving lives. You're the key to making a difference, and to any one of those 81,000 young lives that may end in Texas this year to abortion, you can make all the difference in the world. We can't afford to give up the good fight. Until the day that Roe versus Wade is nothing more than a shameful booknote and footnote in our nation's history.